Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a bit different. I'm going to be putting myself in a time machine, mentally at least, and imagine I could go all the way back to where I started 20 years ago when I first opened a trading account, clueless, overconfident, and ready to get rich fast. If I could start over knowing what I know now, how would I learn trading the right way? I've made a lot of mistakes over the last 2 decades. I've blown up accounts, chased hot tips, overtraded, undertraded, and everything in between. But I've also built a successful trading career that's given me freedom, wealth, and a deeper understanding of the markets. So, in this video, I'll walk you step by step through what I would learn to trade from zero, what I'd do differently, what I'd focus on, and what I would completely ignore. So, number one, the mindset stage. If I could go back, the very first thing which I would do is spend a month or two building the right mindset, even before placing the first single trade. When I started, I thought trading was about charts, patterns, profits, which it is ultimately. But the truth is, trading is a probability game and trading is a business, not a lottery ticket. So here's what I do to drill into my younger self's head. One, you are not here to be right all the time. You are here to make money, although being right is synonymous to making money. New traders chase being right on every trade. Professionals focus on having an edge and managing risk over hundreds of trades. Two, losses are a part of the business. If you can't emotionally handle losing money, you will never last in this market. I train myself to treat each trade as a cost of doing business, just like inventory for a shop owner. Thirdly, discipline beats intelligence hollow. I used to think smart people win. Wrong. Disciplined people win. Consistency, patience, emotional control are worth much more than IQ in this game. If I'd internalized just these three truths before I started, I would have saved myself years of frustration. Number two, building a foundation. Once the mindset is right, the next phase is education. But here's where most people go wrong. Back then, I tried to learn everything at once: indicators, candlestick patterns, the Elliott wave theory, Fibonacci, macroeconomics, and I ended up confused and overwhelmed. If I could go back, I'd follow a focused 3 month learning plan like this. Month one, learn market structure. Understand how prices move, what are trends, ranges, breakouts, reversals. No indicators, just raw price action. Month two, learn risk and money management. This is the boring stuff that actually makes you profitable. Position sizing, risk per trade, reward to risk ratio, drawdown control, and so on. Month three, learn a maximum of three strategies and when to apply them masterfully. Pick three strategies: trend following, breakout trading, swing trading, and study them deeply. Watch hundreds of charts, backtest the strategies, replay old data, become an expert in a set of strategies. I'd completely ignore complicated indicators, expensive courses, and get rich quick gurus. I would simply focus on simplicity and repetition. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, we have just launched our live technical analysis course on www.chartinfo.org. If you want to understand how to analyze a chart perfectly and convert an analysis into a profitable trade and actually apply what you're learning to the markets, this would be an ideal course for you. We cover everything from price action trading and indicators to trading methods and systems in our own unique way. And it's all interactive, so you can clarify doubts in each class. Definitely check it out at the website if you're ready to level up. Now back to the video. Number three, practice without losing money. Here is a big mistake which I made early on. I rushed into trade life with real money after a few weeks of learning. It takes 8 years to become a doctor. It takes at least 5 years to become a certified engineer. And we want to start trading the very next day we know what trading is all about. If I could start again, I'd spend at least 2 to 3 months paper trading, not to make fake profits, but to build process and discipline, to learn the rules of the game. The goal here isn't to get rich fast, but to build the habit of planning a trade in advance, practice setting stop loss and take profit levels, and track trades in a journal and review them. Learn to follow rules without emotional interference. Once I could do this consistently and profitably on paper, then I would move to trading with small real money, maybe 50,000 rupees, which is actually nothing in the markets, just to introduce the emotional element. And here is the key: I wouldn't scale up until I could show 3 to 6 months of consistent profitability with small size. Number four, risk management first, profit second. I can't emphasize this enough. If I could change one thing in my early trading, I would focus 10 times more on the risk management. When I blew up accounts early on, it wasn't because my strategies were bad. It was because I took too much risk. Here are the golden rules I would tattoo on my desk. 1. Never risk more than 2% of your capital in a single trade. 2. Always use stop loss orders. Always. Number 3. Aim for a minimum 2 is to 1 risk to reward ratio on every trade. 4. Avoid trading 3 to 5 high quality trades in a week can easily beat 20 random trades. Risk management is the invisible superpower of successful traders. It is what keeps you in the game long enough to win. Number 5, journaling and review. Now, this is a boring job, journaling, writing down what you've done. But trust me, this will change your entire trading career if you do this. One of the most underrated habits, which I should have done from day one, is to keep a detailed trading journal. At first, I thought journaling was a waste of time. But once I started, my results changed dramatically. If I were starting again, I'd log every trade with entry and exit points, reason for taking the trade, risk to reward ratio, emotional state, outcome, and what I learned. Then every weekend, I would review those trades and make a summary of what I did in the previous week. This is how you spot patterns in your behavior, like over trading, chasing, revenge trading, and fix them. This is how you refine your strategy and find what works for you. Trading is not about being perfect, it's about being less wrong every week. Number 6, specialization. Another thing which I did wrong early on was to try and trade everything: stocks, forex, options, everything. If I would go back, I would specialize in no more than one or two specific instruments and focus entirely on those for a whole year. I would study multiple time frames to get a better understanding of the market, but it is always the lowest time frame, which is either hourly or daily, that I would use to generate the trades. For example, daily swing trading in stocks or 1 hour trading. When you specialize, you start to notice subtle behaviors, rhythms, and patterns that casual traders miss. And that's when your edge starts to appear. Once you are consistently profitable, you can branch out. But early on, depth beats breadth hollow. Number 7, building a system. In my early days, I traded based on feel. I'd wake up, look at the charts, decide this looks good, this looks bad, this is for trading, that is for trading. If I could start again, I would build a system for every part of the trading process. When do I get in? When do I get out? How much do I risk? How do I analyze my trades? Once you have a rule based trading system, trading becomes boring, and that's a good thing because boring trading is profitable trading. So, to sum up, if I could go back and teach my younger self how to trade all over again, here is what I would say. 1. Start with mindset, not charts. Focus on risk management before profits. Master a few setups before chasing dozens. Journal and review religiously. And above all, be patient. Real trading success takes years, not weeks. I can't change my past, but I hope that this video will help you to avoid the mistakes which I made and shorten your learning curve. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It will help this channel to grow, and share it with as many people as you can. Thank you for watching, and let's meet in our next video on more technical topics.